Hello everyone, and I am here with Sakura Spirit, a game I have been waiting for quite a while. Well, since I found out about it, and I'm here with my friend Connor. Yeah. Anyways, I saw this game, liked it, gotta make this fucking full screen. There we go, full screen. Hope that didn't fuck with the recording. But anyways, look at these titties, look at them titties, those titties, them titties. We're here for the titties. Let's go. Every
everything.
Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. Yet, as people grow up, they often come to realize the truth. Dreams are nothing more than fairy tales. Yup, titties are fairy tales. At least that's what most people say. Then what about those who do end up accomplishing their dreams? Are they merely incredibly lucky? If they get titties, yes.
Yeah, I love titties.
Every man has a dream he wants to accomplish. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're lucky you're wearing earbuds. This is like, dong, 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 in my ears. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy. A real man okay.
A real man doesn't go for his dream, he goes for them titties.
Yeah, titties everywhere. A real man doesn't give up on his dream, no matter what overwhelming challenges he might have to face. I still remember those foolish words.
Well, that moment, Ethan knew. He fucked up.
Damn straight. I still remember those foolish words that my dad used to say, but despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a young child, I've been interested in martial arts. It didn't matter whether I watched a match on television or read a manga about some heroic martial artist. I'm not the best at these.
Obviously.
It has always been my dream to become a martial artist one day. Of course, it was a bit childish of me to think that I could become a hero simply by learning martial arts. Even though I already understood the superheroes were nothing more than figments of my imagination, I still had a desire to use my strength for the sake of others. My name is Gushiken Takahiro, a 17-year-old rising judo star, and no, that's not me bragging. I'm actually about to take part in a tournament 2 weeks from now that could make or break my career or on an international level. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved, but the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. And while those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the window. Oi, Taka-kun, get your butt in gear. Okay, I'll be right there, Koyomi. Not wanting to keep Koyomi waiting, I quickly dashed toward the front door to let her in, not even realizing that I was still in my pajamas.
Pajamas.
Still in your fucking pajamas? Well, you're a fucking scrub. Hold on a second, Koyomi. Gotta grab my shoes before we head off to school. Really? I never realized our school had a strict uniform or sleepwear policy. Nice jammies, by the way. Did you borrow them from your mom? Fuck, what am I wearing? For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a grunt of annoyance and marched back towards my room. Bah, there's nothing wrong with my jammies. The Golden Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Well.
I like sleeping naked.
And now the internet knows. Mumbling those words, I started stripping out of my clothes. Fuck. Not particularly minding the presence of the girl behind me. But that only happened once. You know very well it was super hot that night, and geez, warn me before you strip naked in front of me, you idiot. You didn't seem to mind it when we were little. Maybe you want me to turn around instead. No, stop. Don't make me kick your ass. Well, she sounds like she means it. I decided I had teased her enough and quickly pulled on my pants, proceeding with the remaining few items of clothing before I was suitably dressed for school. Besides, I had a reason for being just so distracted. You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of yours? It's that upcoming match. I have no idea how anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I had made up enough doomsday scenarios to fill up the apocalypse genre. That'd be sweet. Oh, right, the judo thing. I'm sure you'll do fine. I've seen some of your matches, and you kick butt. And of course, if you're really worried, you could always pray. Pray? What? Don't tell me you don't know. It's one of the school's legends. Apparently, there's some shrine out in the forest that, if you pray to it, brings you good luck. Ichikawa-san said that his sister prayed to it the night before her exam, and she got a perfect score. A shrine that is said to bring you good luck? Sounds like bogus to me. But at this point, I'm willing to try anything, I guess. I'll ask Ichikawa-san about the location. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and end up a modern day Tarzan. What the fuck? I suck. Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know. And will you hurry up? We're going to be late again. I hear it was never too early, nor are they too late. They arrive precisely when they are needed. But for the sake of avoiding detention, let's hurry. That's a wizard, not a hero genius. How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time? Well, shit happens. Let's not forget the Casanova and Man of the Year candidate bits, but they're important details. I doubt you'd qualify for either one of them, Pajama Boy. Anyway, let us boldly go where everyone has gone before. To school. Ugh. Nerd. Several hours later. So many fucking dots.
Jeez.
Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of the shrine that Koyomi had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today, so once people got ready to go home, I approached the guy. Hey, Chikawa, is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to bring you good luck? Oh ho ho, let me guess, you want to date her. What the fuck? That's an assumption. Well, even though I do have to admit that she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention, you're not her type. What a letdown. I already got my hands full dealing with Koyomi, and you can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, I'm more interested in that shrine. Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know there was anything near the forest aside from the dojo. Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river, and quite high up. To be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention when she was going on about it. I mean, she was wearing this top, and it was tight, and... Stop. I seriously don't need to hear the details, and I doubt anyone else is interested. I'm interested. I want details. Keep going.
I like titties.
Yeah, give us the titties. Oh, look at his fucking face. I didn't even see that. I was busy reading.
Dude, I have a good seat.
Say again, the fucking music, man.
I said I have a good seat right here. I can see all that shit. You're reading that shit. I can look at the pictures. I love pictures.
Especially when there's titties in them. But right now, I'm amused by his fucking face.
Tit pics, dude.
Yeah, we need tit pics.
Tell me how attractive his sister is as a homo.
So, do you know anyone who might have heard about the shrine? Are you guys talking about that lucky shrine out in the forest? The one and only, according to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river. I don't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at the Sakura dojo who knows more about it. Wait, are you talking about Arya-sama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary? That's the one. Oh, in that case, I believe I can still be of help. Takahiro-kun, I know where that place is. Of course you do. We both do. You just want to tag along, don't you? I don't think Arya-senpai will appreciate you visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice? Blood, sweat, and tears. The everyday life of a man. Shut up. I don't peep on the ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Arya-sama's glorious body in any state of nudity. Oh, so you haven't seen her naked yet? I've seen a bit of a side boob. At least it's something. But the hole I found...
But the hole he found...
But the hole I found didn't really let me get a good view of... There we go. Someone call the cops. Ichikawa, the peeping Tom, has confessed. Alright. Time to call the internet police. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation. This is unfair. I was coerced. I won't say another word until I speak with my lawyer. Dots. Dots. So many fucking dots. And here we are. Teleportation magic never fails. Once school was over, I decided to take my chances with the little bit of intel I had managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory served me right, Arya-senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a judo student just like myself, but for whatever reason, she has been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Arya-senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of the girl. Why? Yeah, I'm not gonna put any enthusiasm into that. There's fucking people out there. Follow the shouts and you'll find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Arya seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now is a perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached a hand towards her shoulder. Arya, feeling a hand on her shoulder, Arya acted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt, shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. Well, that's gotta suck. I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Well, that sounds tasty. Yeah, no one sneaks up on the great Kunoichi Arya. Oh, Taka boy, I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay? Kunoichi, more like Tasmanian devil. Taz, hello! That throw didn't have a shred of mercy in it. There's no mercy in the ring, Taka boy. Better that you learn that now than in 2 weeks' time. Let me guess, you want to do some sparring, don't you? I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt. Oh? What do you want to ask? We've got all afternoon, and I could do with a bit of a break anyway. Where to start? You used to take part in big and important matches in the past, right? Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring? Oh, yeah. This one time, I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that was when I was, like, 8. Well, obviously I can't go and hide from my match, but one of my friends made this stupid suggestion that I go and pray or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little. Taka boy, are you sure about this? You mean the match? Of course I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent the country and the sport I love. This country and the sport I love. Fuck. Arya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually, she snapped her fingers and grabbed a tight hold of me. All right, I'll tell you the way to the shrine. I know, but it's going to require more than a simple clap of your hands and a bob of your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something of value. I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, senpai. I appreciate the help. We? Oh, no, Taka boy. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you've got to take this step yourself. I can draw you a map and show you an easy way to get back here, but you'll be on your own. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? Afraid so, Taka boy. Let me just grab some paper. I'll draw that map for you. It would be funny if it was just, like, some little kid drawn piece of shit. like, poorly detailed, like, a singular line of crayon leading from one place to another. Or, like, a few, like, shittily drawn trees here and there. And, like, an X and, like, you are here. That would be funny. Okay, already 13 minutes into it. After Arya's return, quicker preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back, in case I got lost, was a bit sketchy. Just look down and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. I fucking knew it. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Arya's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour's... What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I heard that fucking chuckle. What are you laughing at?
So,
No! What are you...
It was nothing.
Titties! But after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained, despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder... Shut up! I'm reading! It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master. The thought of a hermit living... I fucking heard you. The thought of a hermit living and hiding within the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming...
Dude, I'm not even...
I fucking hear you!
Keep reading, I'm not even saying that.
Fine. To prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. I fucking heard that, dude, you piece of shit!
I'm not even saying that to you. Shut up.
I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance at the fact that, aside from shrine itself, the ground surrounding it seemed to... I don't trust you, I really don't. It seemed completely abandoned. Did you say period? You sack of shit. I hope you're talking about this fucking thing right here. Good. There was no way anyone could be living there.
Keep reading.
For the time being, I decided to... What the fuck? I decided to focus on... You know what? I should probably go offline for a second. Hang on. Let me fucking... And... I'm offline.
Look at you.
Yeah. Okay. How the fuck did that... Okay. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map I had been given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspects. The fuck?
That cat was getting closer.
So no, not Brunhilde! So I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. I don't even think... Oh, you get off my chair.
Dude, it's not me.
It was you. I just saw you take your arm off. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is all about using the knowledge you've gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more and nothing less. How curious.
Curious. It says curious.
Where the fuck is his voice coming from? It just says female voice. How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he denounces. Upon hearing the voice, I look around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? Quite the cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, where am I? What are you talking about? Show yourself. Not yet. Entertain me for a while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here if you do not believe in things such as luck? I came here to prepare myself. Oh, do enlighten me about what this something might be that you are preparing for yourself for. I feel a little bit annoyed as the questions continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I would be able to find out where Shell was hiding. What the fuck? I don't know if that was a typo or not. I think that was supposed to say she. I'm preparing for a tournament, a judo match. Judo? What might that be? Seriously, you don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art. Aha, so you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle, and came here in hope of finding the resolve to fight. I'm not sure about the warrior part. Don't deny it! How fortunate. It just so happens that there is a need for one of your kind. My kind? A hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return. Sounds like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So, what's next? Do I offer up my allowance or something? Don't be silly. Money is of little importance to a hero. What if you want to buy bitches? Right?
Dude, if you're a hero, you don't need to buy them. They come to you.
Fucking right. They'd give you money.
Yeah, they give you the money.
Like, I'm pretty sure the only reason you'd keep money is so you could just show off to other heroes and like, bitches, I got more money than you. For you, the sacrifice will be something of much greater value. I'll be looking forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you. Okay. These visual novels take up a lot of space when they're not ran through Movie Maker. So, I'm going to say... What the fuck? Oh, shit! No! Oh, okay, I'm just going backwards. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, that confused me. I'm gonna save here and come back to it. Bye for now. Say bye, Connor.
Bye, bitches.
We'll be back for them titties in the next episode.
Titties.
And I gotta fucking do this.